on FanDuel TV. It's Stephen Foster Preview Day, and FanDuel TV is live on track at Churchill Downs, covering a power-packed lineup of 5 graded stakes events. The big day of racing is headlined by the Grade 3 Blame Stakes, a key prep for next month's Grade 1 Stephen Foster. Get expert picks, race-by-race analysis, and behind-the-scenes access from our team at Churchill. Play Saturday on the FanDuel Racing app.
It's kind of wild. We're just 3 weeks removed from Derby. We're already talking about Stephen Foster Preview Day, and the card that they have assembled on Saturday is fantastic, start to finish. But the stakes racing right in the meat of that card is second to none this weekend. You've got the Aristides, the Audubon, the Shawnee, the Arlington, the Blame, and the Regret. Races 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Yeah, the Blame is obviously the major prep for the Stephen Foster at 1 1/8, kind of replicates the distance. Just over $275,000 on purse money there for the Blame Stakes, and it will mark the return of Mystic Dan, who's coming off a second-place finish last time out at Oaklawn Park.
Yeah, Mystic Dan 4-1 post time at 3-1 is the morning line favorite, most wanted, banishing, big names lining up for this $275,000 1 1/8 stakes race.
Yeah, this should be a good matchup here. Best actor 30-1, big number. Hall of Fame was always kind of threatened to deliver with a lot of potential, but I don't really hasn't broken through yet. So we're looking for a big race from Hall of Fame for Jose Ortiz.
So Mystic Dan, I didn't realize this. He's yet to win since his Kentucky Derby victory. This was at Oaklawn earlier this year in the Lake Ouachita Stakes. Francisco Arrieta was up that day, and he ran a bang-up race, but had to settle for a minor award.
Yep, good effort. I mean, especially, he was coming off 3 poor efforts, to your point, Mike. The Belmont, the Malibu, and the Pegasus, he really didn't show up, so they reset off that Pegasus. This was a good comeback race, finishing second to Saudi Crown. Pretty decent horse. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully he runs a big one. I don't think he should be a short price, though.
Here's Banishing in the Oaklawn Handicap a couple weeks prior. Ricardo Santana Jr. piloting that day, and Banishing, super talented, very nice racehorse to have in the barn, and this was one of his finer moments.
Yeah, I would say, you know, we've seen him twice in the last 5 minutes because he was in that backtrack with Nisos. He was dead heating in the Churchill Downs. So he's proven that he can go around 1 turn, around 2 turns. 1 1/8 might be perfect for him here, as he was second last time out at that distance.
Let's take a head-to-head matchup look at the Blame. We've got Banishing and Mystic Dan. Okay, the 4-year-olds up 1 1/8 the distance, $275,000 the particulars. But when you match them up against each other, who do you think is better?
It's a tough call. I mean, Banishing is, you know, Banishing, since he was purchased privately, I think, from away from Godolphin, and David Jacobson has just turned this horse around. He's a millionaire. He's, you know, he won so many decent races with him. You know, I was worried going into the Churchill Downs that he just kind of had that Oaklawn Park winter form and he wasn't going to carry it, but that was a huge effort here. I'd give the edge to Banishing, although it's, you know, hard to take away the credentials of Mystic Dan, but I think Banishing is the most informed horse.
I think Mystic Dan, he should be a new animal off of that effort last time out. I think whatever he was, I think he was probably over the top. Belmont, Malibu, Pegasus World Cup Invitational. Here's a look at his finest moment, his victory in the Kentucky Derby, one of the most brilliant rides Brian Hernandez Jr. has ever had, and just such a crowning day, and one of the best finishes we've ever seen in the Kentucky Derby as well.
You see 2 good horses coming at him there, Forever Young and Sierra Leone. We know with all the altercation down the stretch, but yeah, big moment. And you remember, after the Belmont, he came for the Malibu, but you remember he vanned halfway across the country? That had a lot to do with his defeat, too.
Let's get out.